What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine,
I am Will to the Burke.
And I'm still James.
and we're about to bring you an epic movie review on the gritty gangster movie, British gangster movie, The Gentleman. But before we do that, we got an intro. All right, we back. What you laughing at? James has dogs, man. You got to put up with that noise in the background.
That's why he failed. That's why he bust that shit.
No, it was his dogs. We good.
Okay.
So
Sorry about that, y'all.
yeah, Whipper's not used to the little extra noises. I am, so I don't have a problem. So we're talking about the gangster. I'm sorry, the gentleman. The Gentleman by Guy Ritchie. Let's see, make sure there we go. So we talking about The Gentleman by Guy Ritchie. Whipper did not see this movie, but he will be here assisting on the review, asking questions, intelligent questions any way he can. So, Whipper, have you seen any Guy Ritchie movies?
Nah.
Yes, you have, because you don't even know him, or you don't know what movies he done.
So how you gonna say I have?
Because I know you have, because you talked about those movies before.
Which one?
He done Sherlock 1 and 2.
Oh.
He done Snatch.
I
Snatch.
I remember Snatch.
Okay, so you familiar with his style, like that fast,
Yeah. Slow
and
motion.
going back and showing stuff,
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
like where they give you one angle and then you see it from another angle where you get it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
So he got a lot of that in here. He got a lot of storytelling from different perspectives. It's a simple story, but if you saw it from other angles, that's what makes it longer, because they'll show the same thing over, but from a different perspective, it's like, oh, that's where that come from. So I think it was more sold on these characters. What you think about all the performances in the movie, Brother James?
Because one thing I know we both really enjoyed about this is you got a lot of leading men in this movie who have been allowed to just play characters.
Right.
Usually they have to stay on their leading man energy for like a whole movie, and this was like, look, the characters like this, just be the guy. That's all we need.
Right.
And so they all went way in on playing their characters, without pulling back at all. Like especially Hugh Grant.
Right. I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna bring that up. Hugh Grant got dirtied up. He's usually the pretty boy main protagonist guy.
Right.
Yeah, he got dirtied up.
Rich boyfriend.
He was like a scumbag. Like he's one of them slimy dudes that you'd be like, man, please just get the fuck out of my house. And he was in this dude's house waiting in the dark with already had a drink poured for himself. Like when he got home.
I made myself comfortable.
Right. So
he made himself real comfortable.
So it's like one of them. It's like one of the movies where basically somebody telling you the story of what's okay. So like it's a narrator. He's telling the story to a person in the movie, and that's also telling the story to us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how the movie was kind of set up. Where so you got Matthew McConaughey. He's like a big time weed. He's basically a weed dealer. Like I know that sounds like a small time. He's like a big time weed dealer. Weed is, I guess, illegal in the UK. I thought it was all legal in Europe, but in the UK it's still illegal.
Right.
So he's got a big weed business, like these big weed farms and shit. So he's making a lot of money off weed in the UK. He's still American, so thank God he ain't trying to. Thank God he ain't trying to talk with a British accent, because he Texas all the way.
Right. That's what I'm gonna say. So he basically same character in everything he played.
Yeah, like a Texan
Yeah.
Like the worst thing they could have done in this movie is have him try to play up a British accent. You know, like
Woo.
you hear with that, like he got the realest Southern drawl in all of Hollywood. If he come with the "Hello, Governor,"
Yeah,
you know, like,
I don't even want to go there, dog. Like, please don't do that to us.
Just thoughts.
So Matthew McConaughey got this weed business, and he about to. It's like real profitable, and he about to sell it. So this where all this little backstabbing come into play, where you got these other characters that you got one dude's trying to sell it to, so he got a big deal going on. So now it's other people that's other gangsters that's trying to cut into the business and or basically trying to make that deal too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of money to be made because it's a big deal. We talking about like a $500 million deal. You know what I'm saying? So I know it sounds like a lot for weed.
For weed?
Yeah.
yeah.
You're like, hold on, let me get in on this.
Keep in mind, this dude has a countrywide weed business.
Yeah, it's pretty
Like-
it's pretty nice it's sweet
Like-
how he got his business.
I'm just saying, look, Will, you gotta imagine if someone was running like the entire weed game in the country, they gonna be making bank.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. The whole country. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
ain't talking about a little neighborhood.
That's a lot of weed.
Okay, so that bring these, like I said, it's a lot of backstabbing, a lot of people trying to get in on this deal because it was a big deal, whatever. So they bring in all these other characters. So you said you seen Sons of Anarchy?
Bits and pieces.
Okay, so you know the main character, Jax, Charlie Hunnam. He was in Pacific Rim. He was in a few movies. After Sons of Anarchy, they tried to push him as a big star,
Right.
and he's kind of went.
I know him. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's Matthew McConaughey's right hand man.
Okay.
So he kind of like, okay, if I'm the
He
boss,
was in that King Arthur movie too.
yeah. So if I'm the boss and I need some shit done, I'm like, all right, I want my best guy on it. So I'm seeing you. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So he played a big role in this. But I was telling James earlier, I do not like this guy. I don't like his acting. Like this dude, he cannot act. If he ain't in Sons of Anarchy, he ain't doing shit else. I don't like him in nothing else.
Just Sons of Anarchy.
Right. Well, I mean, it's like they try to make him to the leading man. And he's like Sam Worthington. You remember how Sam Worthington came out of the scene, and next thing you know, he's in everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, this dude suck. He ain't. He's wooden. I'm good. Move on. You know,
right.
he's not that guy you
Also-
try to make him.
In a really weird way, like for him being a British actor, he's really, to me, only enjoyable when he's playing American characters. Like every time I see him play a British character, it's like, I don't think this guy is interesting.
I'm the
Yeah.
opposite because I'm thinking like, you suck as an American. Why don't you play British? Because it's like you don't fucking like he's only good as Jax because I guess I got used to him. But he seemed like he's that in everything. You know, that's what's sometimes wrong with these British actors that they do one good role in American and then that's how they play every American role. You know what I'm saying?
So Stringer Bell.
No, dude, don't. I will
Oh,
whoop
man.
your ass.
Come on, man.
No, don't even
Don't
go
do
there.
that.
No. Don't even put Idris Elba and Charlie Hunnam in the same fucking sentence.
That felt so good.
Why did I bring this dude
Stop
on?
being a troll, man.
I know.
All right, I'm
You're
done.
fired. All right, you hired back. We got work to do. So anyway, so got this big weed business, and they bring out these other gangsters. So they got the Asian gangsters, led by what's the dude name?
The character is Dry. The actor is Henry Golding.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if you heard the movie called Crazy Rich Asians. They got-
Yeah, I didn't watch it though.
right, I didn't, but it was it did pretty good. Whatever. They were saying he's a British Asian guy.
Okay.
So he ahead of the Asian gang or whatever that's trying to get in on this business too.
Okay.
And then we got so we got this other you gonna love this. You got this other little group called the Toddlers. Now they like muscle for hire.
They called the Toddlers.
Yeah. These dudes are like they all boxers and they rappers. And they all wear tracksuits.
What?
Like luxury tracksuits, bro.
Yeah, they are like Burberry and Gucci tracksuits.
Adidas suits too. I know they had Adidas
Yeah,
suits.
Adidas suits.
Yeah.
And
Like I think Colin Farrell's character, Coach, who's like he's their trainer or whatnot. Like the first time you see him, he's wearing like a Fendi tracksuit or something, man. Like,
Yeah, it's like it's crazy, dog. And
That's their style, though.
So right, okay. So when they
Yeah.
go to take dudes out, they fucking film it and put it on YouTube.
That's what I'm finna say next. They sound like some idiots.
Yeah, they. You all
so
right.
you get it. So you get it.
Yeah. So and they got this fight scene, man. It's kind of dope. But they put cameras on their heads. So they come in with ski masks and they got cameras on their heads. So they come into the dude business. They like, what the fuck is this? And they like, yeah, well, we here to fuck y'all up. They like, is this a joke?
All of us got cameras on
Like,
their heads.
not only do they filmed the fight video, they cut it, and they cut it into a rap video.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of dope too, cause they whooping their ass, right? So the dudes, the gangsters, they kind of old school. Hey, Frankie, hey, Bobby,
Right,
So they
right.
bring all the old school gangsters out, and they just like okay, cause they for some reason nobody had a gun, but but they get into a big brawl with the toddlers, and the toddlers handle their ass, and they film it. And then they in the middle of they splice in them fighting them
into the music video.
with them rapping
Oh my god! So
and
you basically
put it online.
incriminate yourself.
They had masks on.
Oh well, yeah.
I mean, come on, like any cop with any sense will see. I don't give a damn if you got a mask on, dude. This is you.
That's y'all. Nigga, y'all going down. Fuck
Hey, look,
this.
nah, and in the video they just got a black bar over the eyes. man.
Yeah. So it's a real British rapper that played this role. What's his name?
Bugsy Malone.
Yeah, you ever heard of it?
Not at all.
Okay, well, I mean it's British. I mean they got a big rap scene over there. It's more over there though.
Right,
Like
right.
they ain't pushed over here, but over there he pretty big, I guess.
That's what's up.
But this is like kind of make it a funner kind of movie though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where these dudes they doing flips and shit and they do like a fucking front flip turn to an uppercut. You know what I'm saying? They put some style into it.
Y'all put me in mind of what the fuck was that movie? The Dodgeball. Remember that one group that had the sweatsuits on, the black group.
Oh God! And they was like doing break dancing. and shit.
Yeah, that's what you put me in mind of them.
Yeah. Okay. But
No,
I think and then also I like the music too, man, because they play a lot of hip hop, and then they was playing like old school hip hop.
so it's cool.
Well, yeah, because that's how his movie's kind of stylish or whatever. So like they did a little not foot race, but they was chasing some people, and they was playing some old Wu-Tang. The ding 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 ding,
Okay,
shimmy
yeah.
shimmy y'all shimmy yeah. I was like okay, that go hard. You know what I'm saying?
The fucking toddlers.
Yeah. I think you're gonna like them when you see this.
Yeah,
check 'em out.
I'm almost sure that you gonna like him, Will. I'm just saying, man.
So
I'm gonna check them out.
all right, so it was a lot of little gangster stuff in there. I mean, that was the fun stuff. Then it started to get some real gangster stuff in there. That's where Matthew McConaughey character was basically. I don't even know why they call it gentleman. I think because he tried to be a gentleman, but everybody kept
Fucking with them.
right and kept
Yeah.
pushing him. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, okay, like they'll talk like they real doing business. It was a lot of business jargon in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when somebody kind of push somebody, it's all right. Well, they drinking tea and shit, and then it's oh well. I guess if we can't come to an arrangement, I guess they flip the table over and punch dude in the throat, like that. You know what I'm saying? It goes from business to gangster.
Yeah, like full stop, man. It's like it's a shame that we can't go through with this merger, but God, mother, like the second business gets taken off the table, they go straight to some gangster stuff, man.
Yeah, so
Damn.
it was fun in that aspect, like I said, it was some parts in the middle that kind of dipped off for me, where I was kind of waiting for it to get back on track. But I think the end closed out good enough to bring me back to that fun level, because it was started off fun, then it kind of dipped down a little bit, and then for me the end kind of picked back up. How did you feel like on the whole, James?
You know, like I've been saying since I've seen it, man. It's a really fun ride. You know, if you like the way Guy Ritchie makes movies, if you like gangster flicks, this is a great movie for you. You
Yeah.
know,
Uh,
like there's a couple of moments there where it's like y- they I won't say they took it too far. It's just like the stuff that the scene didn't need to go on quite that long. Guy Ritchie does get a little, overindulgent sometimes, so that's pretty much where that's coming from. But
yeah.
like on the whole, man, it's just a fun ride.
Agreed. Agreed. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a rating. Um, I like you said, it was a fun ride. I really like what I saw. So it's like it started off good. I was having fun with it. I was having fun with some of the British what's the word, dialect. The dialogue was real good. They were
Yeah.
saying some stuff that just was memorable. But I don't like Charlie Hunnam. That's how you say his last name. Hunnam.
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 Yeah. I don't like Jax. I was waiting for him to do something cool, and he let me down. I mean, he did. He was okay. It was this one part where they had to basically get some from these little punks, and that's when you got the little punks that don't know these dudes some real gangsters, so they gonna talk that shit, and then when they figure out, oh shit, we messing with some real OGs right here, the story come out a little different. Nope, he kind of he just so it started off good and had a kind of a middle, kind of a little low, but the end actually ended off pretty good, man, and it was like one of them fun endings where I was like, okay, I'm feeling this. It was kind of one of those like, okay, it wouldn't end like this because this is a little too convenient, but it still picked up good enough. So I'm gonna go give this movie a dope, man. It could have been an epic. I think it just didn't make it there because I didn't like this better than Snatch and a Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. This was this dude known for these
Right.
British gritty gangster movies, but they always leave me feeling like, damn, this movie was the shit. This movie left me with, damn, this movie's pretty good. So I still give it a dope though. It survived to be a dope. What you give it?
Yeah, you know what? I had so much fun with this movie. I at the very least I got to give it a dope. You know, there's a little too much wrong with it for me to give it an epic. You know, nothing glaring. But it's just stuff that's there. Like I won't say this is on the level of Snatch. I'm not gonna say that. But like as far as Guy Ritchie movies go,
You can tell
I'd
it's
say
his movie.
you can tell, like
Yeah.
for sure. But it's like keeping in mind, like we still like this is still the same dude that gave you, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. So you feel that all through the movie. So
Hmm.
like this is definitely one of his better movies for me.
Yeah. So and not to mention, Guy Ritchie got such hits as King Arthur and The Man from Uncle.
Oh, you forgot one.
Yeah. What?
Aladdin.
He did Aladdin. I heard he did do Aladdin. So he
Aladdin
went
was
Hollywood.
good.
He went Hollywood. You would like
Yeah.
that. He went Hollywood. You want me to play a clip from there? You want me to play the Prince Ali song with Will Smith singing like
You said with what?
the Prince Ali song? The Prince Ali. It
I
was
seen
bad.
it.
I know.
I liked it.
No, I'm saying when you listen to it again, you're gonna be like, "Oh God!"
Oh, no.
You're like, "Okay, I like the movie, but God damn, Will." Anyway,
So just to be clear, you were neither drunk, high, nor sleep deprived when you saw that movie.
I actually enjoyed Aladdin.
look, it was a cool movie, but I'm saying if you go back and watch it and listen to Will sing, you're gonna be like, "Oh hell no!" You know how like when you get over the spectacle and then you start to digest shit, things change. So anyway, let's move on.
Cringe
All right.
aside,
All right, we're gonna wrap up, man. That is our review for the gentleman, Guy Ritchie, a Guy Ritchie classic. Yeah, that is our review for the gentleman, and we're gonna be out of here. Thanks for checking out the video. Give us some thumbs up if you like this video, and also subscribe to the channel so you can get more of these videos.
and while you're doing that, don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way, every time we put a video up or we go live, y'all will hear it rather than hearing certain people's ringtones.
That's my shit. Oh, sorry, I'm listening.
And feel free to comment down below how you feel about this movie. How do you feel about certain people's taste in movies? That sort of thing.
That ain't legit, is it?
Yeah.
That's probably why you calling now. All right. I'll be back. We out of here. Peace.
All right, y'all.